of you. Get out of here.
All right, folks, we're out here for our first winter camping trip. It's February 21st, 2025. That's Nick. I'm Reney. We are on the entry point for Fall Lake.
24.
Number 24 there. We are probably right near zero.
I bet we're pushing 0.
Yeah, and forecast says we're gonna hit 22 probably, I don't know, early afternoon. So really, conditions are great. You can see the sun's out. Yeah, it's a little nippy, but I'm going to show you the the sleds in a little bit. And I'm laughing because we're unpacking next to 2 other guys, and I'm pretty sure their sled is smaller than Nick's, and mine's got to be 3 times their size. So we probably way overpacked because we're wonderfully paranoid. But listen, we're going to do a couple of nights out here. We're going to give our best shot, do a little light ice fishing, but basically survive for a couple nights and come back and see y'all. Hope you enjoy the video. Yeah, fine?
Yeah, I love it.
There's people out here. Well, folks, we found a camp. You should see Nick way back there in the background. We got snow. Snowshoes were definitely a must. We got a lot of clearing out to do. Nick's hauling up his stuff. I hauled most of my stuff, but what you didn't necessarily see is about 2/3 the way out, I had to unload my sled. It was just too heavy. So I got all my first pass stuff out of it, and we're gonna head down here and trudge back and grab the rest of it. So you can come along for the ride. All right, we're coming up on it. It's about a 15-minute walk back. It's a beautiful day, but it's windy. Lots of drifts near shore. And even with the snowshoes, you sink in a little bit. So here's what I left behind. We'll load this back up, and should be easy walk back. All right, head back. I'll tell you, this is my first time doing something like this, out in the bush anyway. And again, this is going to be a learning trip to how to do things smarter for future trips. The sled itself is great. The problem is, it's big enough to throw a bunch of stuff in it. You saw I had, probably at least 50 pounds I had to take out. Otherwise, I was stopping to catch my breath, every 30, 40 feet. So, first impressions, obviously way more difficult than spring, summer, fall trip. It's like a massive, nothing but portage, which I thought would be easier. Of course, I thought the sled would glide better over the snow. I don't know my total poundage, but I gotta believe I was pulling, I don't know, in the ballpark of 150 pounds of gear. So now we'll bring you up to camp here in a little bit too. We got to clear snow in camp. The fire grate was buried under snow, and they found a corner of it. But yeah, it's hard work so far. I always have a little bit of a guilt trip when I do these things that I'm, not doing my daily exercise. I'll tell you what, just to trudge out here takes care of the whole weekend of exercise. They say you shouldn't sweat. I'm sweating. But even as I trudged out and started walking back, I was already feeling the air warming up. It's supposed to hit low 20s yet. I don't even know what time it is right now. But I think, and then tomorrow, supposedly, right at like 32, it should be just gorgeous. But yeah, a lot of work, wholly different type of trip. And yeah, we'll bring in a camp. We'll go find the, Jesus, wouldn't it be funny if the toilet was snowed over? Brother. learn how to walk in snowshoes, that's for sure. They're necessary, but the whole turning, going down hills, stepping on rocks. It's a little like short skis. You gotta do the same thing with skis.
Yeah.
All right, I got the rest. I'm gonna pull this bad boy up right here. Maybe.
Not bad. This one you can tie everything.
That couldn't have been a good noise.
That's just because we're going up instead of down, that front metal tent stake or whatever it's called, keeps falling out because there's no down pressure holding it.
Oh. Well, we could have, I suppose we could undo her, tie her lower.
Yeah. Should be just fine.
It looks great.
Dude. This is the one obstacle, is getting cots situated in decent spots.
Yeah, so I'm thinking one across the back there and one
Yeah.
along the side here, right?
Yep. Yep. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Well, family, do you see us in the video?
Oh yeah, we're definitely
We're
there.
good?
Oh yeah.
All right. We got a lot done. We haven't visited the privy yet. We haven't hauled wood yet. But Nick was a champ. We got the tent set up. We got both cots set up. We got scattered stuff around that we'll tidy up a little bit. We're looking at, 1 o'clock.
That's not bad.
We're early yet.
Yeah. We'd just be coming in at some of our other trips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 1 o'clock. I don't have a current temperature. But you thought it was 25 recently.
I got a little tiny. Yeah, we're still sitting at about 25.
About 25 degrees. So that's great. We got more setup and more organizing our clothes and supplies and stuff, but wanted to give you just a quick update for the initial hours. But that's the abode for tonight. We'll check in with you in a little bit. You got any other thoughts, key learnings?
Don't make your sled too tall. That's probably one thing.
Tell them what happened.
Well, yeah, I've used this thing a couple of times now, and it's awesome. It's just, especially when you're on the lake, it's perfect. It's perfect because there's no, I mean,
There's
you're not
no
going
rough
hills.
stuff to tip it.
So it's
So if you haven't
perfectly
seen
flat.
it, I'll turn it real
Yeah.
quick. I think you've seen it, but just to remind you,
Yeah, they saw where
Nick built a PVC frame so that he could do a second layer. Plus he had some offshoots off some T intersections to put his auger on there. And what he's talking about now is as he got close to camp here, and he was right close to camp.
It was just right over there.
Yeah.
Little bit of a hill, and I didn't know it fell. I was just trying to pull it as hard as I could, and apparently that's not good. But yeah.
So he snapped off his
oh yeah, they
his
went.
auger holder.
But it's schedule 40 PVC. Hindsight, yes. Schedule 80 is just
That'll
a
do
little bit
it?
thicker. I don't know, especially if it's cold enough.
It's a cool idea.
PVC, it's gonna snap.
It's a cool idea, and like you said, if you're on flat ground, you can go all day.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
now I
that's
can shorten it.
that's
so.
the initial comments. So I'll finish up packing the tent with stuff. Then we're gonna go visit the toilet just so we know where it is.
Yeah, we gotta find it.
And then we gotta try to find some wood for your
Yeah,
stove.
and then we gotta do some wood, which I saw a bunch around here,
Good.
just right off the side, so we should be okay.
You have. All right. Good.
Yeah.
So Nick thinks we're good on wood. All right. We'll talk to you in a bit. We're gonna go try and get some wood, people.
This one looks super dry.
Look at the end of this. That looks pretty dry.
Yeah, all the bark's gone. I think this is perfect. They're all leaning too, so
All right. We probably spent no more than a half hour.
yeah.
45 tops. Hi, Sophie. All right, our eyeball sleuth Nicholas noticed this on that birch tree right up there. You should see a yellow cordage. And then up in the split there, you see a bag it's tied to. So Nick is figuring that was a weighted bag that they threw over that split to try to pull their food bag up. And then when they tried to retrieve it, it got stuck and it wouldn't fall down the backside anymore. So that's it.
No, that one might be. We'll see.
All right, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Trim. Oh.
All right, people, as is a tradition, we're gonna look for the crapper. Because of the tent location, we're doing a slight initial detour till we hit the path. And there appears to be a good path right here. It's about 2:45, right, Nick? And it's looking like we're gonna get some beautiful sunshine now. It looks like the clouds are gone. Well, this ended fast.
Very.
Do you think everybody else formed a path here?
I mean, dude.
What do you think about through there? That'd be an odd turn. I'll wait here. So once again, viewers, you're going to witness the True North losers get lost looking for the potty. And Nick is coming back. All right, when we get hot on another trail, we'll bring you back with us. He kind of looks like Bigfoot trudging through the woods here. Bigfoot with a fur-lined hat.
Yep.
And sunglasses.
Gotta be comfortable.
Now for the second season of the Blair Witch Project.
I'm sorry to everyone.
We can't find the toilet. There is no obvious path anywhere. And now I lost Nick. He's somewhere. No. Battery just ran out. I heard Nick. We did bird calls to each other. So I'm going to keep doing some crisscrossing through the woods. I'm going to head this way. Right over this little Christmas tree. See if I can find some sort of path. Pileated woodpecker, people. I don't know if you can see it. Up on the tree. The big tree. See him? It's a big ass woodpecker, I'll tell you that much. Kind of a cool nest here. Nicholas and I are whistling to each other just so we know where we're at. So, viewers, we've been traipsing through these woods. I'm gonna say like Lewis and Clark. Are you with me on that?
Yeah, just in the winter. That took 25-30 minutes.
I fell at least twice, full blown on my back. Nothing hurt, of course, just full of frickin' snow.
Yeah.
And now we meet up, and Nick finds it where we've walked past it.
I shouldn't have moved the snow. I should have left it.
That's all right.
Well, they have a video of us coming out here. Sophie could pause it quick, circle it, so everyone can see.
Yeah, I should have had that on video. Sophie,
Yeah,
you rewind and
here.
see if you can see this thing on our first walkout.
Gosh.
It's about 2:45, right, Nick?
Yeah.
And it's looking like we're gonna get some beautiful sunshine now. Looks like the clouds are gone.
Dude, it's been 30 minutes. Literally.
Dude, this thing is 60 feet from camp.
Yeah, this is a closer of the ones I've been at.
But that's got good squatting height. Pop the top. Look at the crystals on here. Let's give you a good close-up of crystals. Nice crystals.
Nice close-ups.
And it's deep, boy.
Well, yeah, with the snow too.
This will freeze your little bum. So Nick's gonna clear this off for our first visit.
Holy balls.
I like the tape, the duct tape on the side.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Improvise,
Yep.
adapt,
Custom.
and overcome.
Yeah.
Nick, look at the ice.
Already?
I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's like slivers of ice through the... It's just on the cusp of freezing over. So I'm gonna pour this, get it near the fire. Look at this.
Yeah.
See? Isn't that cool looking?
Yeah, it wants to.
So we checked the forecast. It's gonna stay around 11 degrees overnight, and then tomorrow we get Shangri-La 32 degrees. Viewers, anyone watching this, how many of you actually use these to stabilize your jet boil fuel? I bring them every time and I never use them. Curious. So we're getting little challenges here. Our water is starting to freeze, which is why I want to make a cup of joe. There we go. There we are. Oops. Yeah, Nick, we'll bust into this next, or whenever you run low for... We'll have way more than enough for nighttime fires with the 2 buckets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get a flame going here, people. How you doing? Jet boils don't like cold weather, which puzzles me. I thought this wasn't that bad of a temperature for jet boils.
Take it off, give it to me, and put it in my shirt for a while.
I don't know if I want you to have to fool with that.
Dude, it just sits there. I don't do anything.
I can put it next to the fire.
That's good too.
Oh, that feels good. All right, people, we got the jet boil going. Yeah, we're almost done.
Awesome. Well, it's gonna be hot as a pistol, so I'm gonna
heat up some water right here.
You don't have to. I'm not gonna do a ton of water.
All right. Well, it's probably still bright on the GoPro, but we're getting dusky here. We don't need our lights or anything, but all right, people. Nick's got the lights on in the tent. Tell me that doesn't look cool. My goodness. All right, it's early yet. It's only like 5 something. We got supper rolling.
Oh, that smells so good.
Yeah, this is kind of a fettuccine.
Okay.
All right, I'll come back later. Okay. Okay. All right. There's your portion. Folks, grilled burgers and bread with some fettuccine noodles. You don't beat this.
That looks amazing.
All right, buddy up to the fire.
Yeah, it's time. Oh, that was really good.
Nicely cooked. Nicely cooked, dude. Well, she dark now, people.
We're sitting at what? 7?
We got to be pushing 7.
6:30.
6:30.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's good for me.
That's perfect.
No.
Did you get that view? That would, I'll bet you that looked good. That's a fire, Sophie. How you doing, Mama? We miss you, but this wouldn't be your trip.
Oh, God. Let's see. Topics of conversation that I've written down over the days. See if anything's pressing. We got some great conversation things. This is stuff that I've written down, thinking
Holy
like, oh,
cripe.
this would be a good.
I'd like to get a copy of that.
Nope, not yet. All right.
No,
The
because I asked for something.
the one that keeps popping up is the hot dog to bun ratios. When you get a pack of hot dogs, it is a different number of hot dogs than
Yeah,
most
and
packs of buns.
I heard that someone gave a reason for that, and I don't remember.
There's no reason. There's no logical reason for that. Why wouldn't they? I tell you what it is. It's money. You either buy extra
Is it
buns.
big hot dog?
It's big hot dog
Or is
and
it big
ham.
bun?
No, this is what they do. They clash. One hates the other. They will never see eye to eye. That's just the way it's gonna be. Oh, you think you can put 8 packs? Well, watch this. We'll do 6. Yeah, no. Either they're together on it,
Dude,
so that each are making money.
It doesn't make sense to me either. But I gotta believe we could Google it up and read what these companies' reasons are for doing it.
There's You're gonna believe what you see online?
You naive little boy,
Yeah.
Brady.
Nope, there's no good way.
I mean, it's not like we don't see it. It's not hidden.
Yeah, no, everyone knows it. That's why and then you gotta bring it, like if you go camping. You go camping or you go to Airbnb or
You gotta
something.
bring 2 buns back.
Yeah, you gotta bring the 2 buns back. Otherwise, then you're wasting money.
I want to come up with a reason on my own, too.
I know, I've been trying to think. Once in a while, you can get lucky when all the stars align and you can match it up. But, and people are going to say, oh, you can just read the pack and look at the pack. I shouldn't have to.
What do you mean? Who cares if you
just
do read the pack?
Exactly. You should just see. They're going to say, oh, you can just see how many hot dogs or brats are in there and match it up.
Are there... So, the hot dogs is usually 10 to a pack, right?
I
is
think
that
like
the
Oscar Mayer, they have the doubled up packs. I just can't remember if that's
All right.
5 and 5.
So, yeah, we got to figure out what's standard on both sides, because I got to believe there's 8 packs of buns out there and 10 packs of buns.
But that's the thing. There is no standard. It's not like plumbing or electrical. There's no standard. It's like the car world out
Yeah,
there.
but
And all the
isn't
mechanics know.
Part of the novelty of life.
No.
No. No.
I want this to be
I'm a big
communistic.
fan of Hebrew Nationals.
I do too.
dogs.
I like those ones. I like the Oscar Mayer, not for the quality, but for the quantity.
See, I can respect that.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
price per dog.
I'm not gonna lie to you and say they taste the best.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's right. But you
Yep.
can bolt through it.
Yep. The ballparks. Have you tried the ballparks?
Probably, I won't remember.
They're okay. They're nothing crazy.
Are those a little fatter,
Yeah.
bigger?
Yep.
Yeah.
A little bigger. Yeah.
You haven't had dogs though till you've been to Dirty Frank's.
I know. I'm so mad that I haven't been.
I'm
taken
sure
there.
Sophie's going to take you there sometime.
Not soon enough.
You actually feel a little filthy walking into that place.
I don't think.
Are we
I
going to hit
should
more
be
fire,
here.
or are you calling?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, good.
It's only
I didn't
7-Eleven.
know what your mood was, and
No, my mood is.
I don't want to cramp your style.
You're already cramping it.
It's too late.
Yeah. We were there a long time ago.
Long time ago. When you kept resting every 30 feet hauling that
Oh,
sled.
dude, I felt so bad for you. I was looking back and I'm like, oh no.
I couldn't believe it. I did feel foolish, but I thought, this is unbelievable.
I was like, Reney is in great shape. Like, maybe old age is really kicking his ass.
Maybe suddenly old age is kicking in.
Yeah. But I was like, no. I was like, because especially when you paddle with a lot of authority. So I was like,
I
he's
feel
able-
like I can paddle all damn day.
Yeah. I was like, he can do that. He bikes all the time. It's like I was thinking surface area of just that huge
Surface
sled
area for
pushing.
sure.
Yeah.
Compounded with mass is
Yeah.
a double whammy.
Yeah. Even just trying to help you move it a little bit, I was like, all right. So are you gonna try to get a pack, or at least load up a pack?
Oh, I for sure will.
Okay.
I for sure will get a pack, but it'll be dual purpose, boundary waters and hiking.
Yeah. Get rid of your body bag.
I'm not sure I'm getting rid of that.
Oh. But yeah,
maybe I'll-
something to help.
I just want to have everything out here. I'm not even going to say every convenience, but I want to
Yeah.
have every application.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I go back, I go, never use that, never use that, never
Yeah.
use that, never touch that.
Yeah.
But like, it's so nice to have it. Like my alcohol stove, I was about to bust
Just
that
in
out,
case.
and I got a full alcohol, one of those red cylinders to
Yeah.
refill it.
Yeah.
And so all that together is probably 2 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And those things add up, right? All these little things add up.
Yeah. I know.
But
I
if
do
you
the
need
same
it,
thing.
it is so nice to have it.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I wish I would have brought is the my table. That was the one thing where I was kind of debating even bringing it, but
Well, this worked out. The
Yeah.
bushcrafts.
yeah, it's nice because
Yeah, you would have been for as easy as you were pulling that little table. You would have handled that.
Yeah. I had one of those birds land on my head when we were unpacking at the car.
One of the birds.
Yeah, landed right on my head.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, people. We're in the domicile. What time you got there, Nicholas?
8:40.
8:40. Nick has the stove going, and I'm telling you, it wasn't more than 5 minutes, and the heat is radiating off this thing. So our challenge tonight is to keep it fed and try to make it through most of the night.
Good morning, people. Well, Nick says it's about 7 o'clock. So we both kind of joined up to feed the beast overnight. We probably filled it 4 times, 5 times,
5 times.
4 times.
Yeah, it was just about every two
At
and
the
a half
end,
hours.
we got 2.5 hours per load. So that was good.
That's really good.
And it was perfectly warm in here. I had to shed my little booties. Oh, yeah, so we're going to take our time getting up. Water's going to be a priority fairly quickly. So we'll go drill a hole and filter some water. And then try to get some breakfast.
That little mat's pretty nice.
The mat's working out, and you can shake it loose. But because everything was already at room temperature, it all just wipes right off.
Jet link output.
If you want to connect to another burner.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's serious stuff right there.
People, it's just the tiniest of flurries. You probably don't even see it on camera. There goes my, I know, big old crow.
It smells so good.
Here's the prep for the eggs, people. What kind of sausage is that, Nick?
Turkey.
Turkey sausage.
Yep.
Normally reserved for women. No offense, but Nick thought it was good for us.
Well, good for you.
Hey, woman, I got the professional hand muff thing here. I gotta tilt the camera up. You can't see.
The thing is pretty sick. That's such a good idea, especially for cooking when you don't want to have your...
Yeah, gloves on?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, this is it. And it immediately works. Very happy.
That's perfect. That is so good.
That's it. All right, viewers. Just off camera, we had our small debate. Crispy versus, let's say, not crispy.
This is right there. It's soft. It's not totally crispy, but
This one
it is
is
cooked.
not all the way done, but I like to be able to break my bacon just by tapping it on the plate crispy.
This is perfect.
So, give us your thoughts. How were you raised? Were you raised by parents with values and got crispy? Or were you raised with hellion parents who said, yeah, anything goes?
See, this is perfect. Crispy, but still nice soft
It's
spots.
good.
It's
I guess
good.
I'm more anti-raw bacon.
I am too. It's pork.
We'll get back to you. And we're starting eggs, people. Oh, now we're doing deep fried bacon.
I was gonna say.
Get off. That's probably done for you too.
No, you. Oh, I forgot already. Your whole family in Jackson taught such a big game. Whenever you guys go to eat, oh, I could mess up a keto. I could do that. Then it comes
Of course,
to
we're
eating.
Langloises.
Yeah, and then it comes to eating, and it's like, I'm good, and you have one bite.
My ability to pack down large quantities of food, it depends on what the food is.
Okay.
These eggs, I'll be able to eat them all. Half a dozen eggs. I have typically 5 for breakfast.
That makes me mad that you don't do 6.
But
Because
5
now
is
you-
also a nice splittable number. 5, 10, 15, 20. 6, yes, is even. I don't know.
That's not what I care about. You buy a dozen eggs. Now you have 2 left over. What, do you move it into the next? Or does Tammy have an egg?
Well, Tammy might have an egg on occasion. Yeah, that's my excuse. Yep. Tammy has an egg.
Tammy told me she hates eggs. Right now.
She doesn't. She used to have them more often, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we're bubbling. The heat's on.
Are you gonna do any toast?
No.
Well, I'm gonna do a couple of pieces.
How, like in the pan or what?
Yeah, I'll just throw it in the pan. If you're
All
good
right,
with that.
do the clean out first, then throw.
That would be disgusting. Could you imagine putting a piece of toast in there?
Dude, I think that there are people in this country who would have no problem frying toast in bacon.
I could see like you pour most of it out, get a little
And
rag,
just have a
and
fine-
just a fine. Because my mom would do that with eggs.
Your butter's going to be hard as heck. I see these things. I see well in advance the making of toast.
So what I do, especially with toast, like I
You
just
could
throw
put
it
butter
right on it.
right on top
No.
of the exposed part of the toast. The butter will
Don't
melt.
worry, I'll take care of this. Don't worry, I'll take care of this. I know life is difficult. We'll figure it out.
Oh, you're going to put butter in the pan first.
Yes.
I see. That's not a bad idea. I gotta remember that for a future
This
trip.
is the difference between logical people and just blue collar do it.
I'm illogical.
That's why tradespeople talk crap about engineers. If I just think about it to the nth degree and get everything perfect. Nah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of fat out of that stuff, Nick.
No, that's just a lot of grease.
There we go. There we go.
Ham in bacon grease. That's good living.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say pork, but it's turkey. That's fine. Nothing wrong.
Just wait till you have it.
I'm sure it's going to be delicious.
I have a 1 pound thing of I think it's Genio breakfast sausage. But we would have to cook, you have to cook it, whatever.
Yeah.
But that stuff is really nice.
All right. Check out those eggs, people.
Fat.
You watch, this thing will slide right off this and I'll bust on the ground.
That's my luck.
All right, people, you're gonna see me throw the shells on the ground. I assure you, we will pick them all back up. Oh, look at those rich yolks. This is gonna be big, Nick.
Yeah. There's no wussing out either.
There's no wussing out. All right, we're gonna get some heat going here.
Perfect.
Jack your heat up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna do a quick run and scrub on the pan before I eat. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna blow my nose soon.
Oh, I thought your nose was cold.
No, I got booger dripping into my eggs. Holy crap.
All right, we're heading out there. Nick's gonna find us a spot to drill a hole. So Nick,
For sure
give us a
we'll
quick
have it.
rundown what you're doing now.
Yeah, why don't you tell us, everyone?
Audience, we were just talking bait, and now Nick's got to double check whether he packed the mealworms for us. All right, so this is the convoy. Nick's already gone back twice for supplies, so his rippage on the old man is falling on deaf ears. Well, I guess literally I am going deaf, so.
Oh my gosh, there's dogs. There's people with dogs running back and forth, and it was the loudest thing I've ever heard. And you're like, what? I don't hear anything.
I didn't speak in that tone. What? I didn't hear.
Yeah, you did.
I said, what? I didn't hear it.
We all know what we heard.
All right, we're gonna blaze a trail here. I'm gonna run back to camp real quick, get the heavy jacket, people. Nick wanted to make sure I confess that on camera. My rabbit fur hat is starting to shed. It's a little bit gross, not too gross, but it's a little bit gross. Here we go, ski jacket. All right, head back out. You can see Nick here from here. There you go, Sophie. I would say about 300 yards. All right, I'm gonna go catch my bin and follow him. So, probably about 9:30, quarter of 10. We're not far from camp where I see Nick up ahead here shoveling out some snow to get to the ice. Probably going to do his first test hole. Looks like you're going, yeah, I was going to say, it looks like you're going deep.
Yeah.
So I think a little guy like you, tomorrow morning when we bail, you could just drive the Toyota out here.
I wish.
I don't think I'm asking for that much.
Yeah, it would work. It'd work really well.
Do you have four-wheel on that thing?
Yeah, but you can't drive out here.
What does that mean? Oh, legally.
Motorized, yeah.
All right, Mr. Law follower.
Yeah, you were hoping for a quick way out.
Yes.
Nope. You told me there's no easy ways in life.
I must have been under the influence.
All right, you want to go grab 26 and a half.
You want to play that?
But that's 26 and a half with
Yeah, you lost a few feet.
So we're sitting right where we want to.
All right, we're playing it out.
Yeah.
We're at 26 and a half here. Camp is straight that way. Sophie, right on top of that berm, straight in the viewfinder is camp. That's Nick. That's my sled way back there.
It's always behind.
So we're gonna shovel this out a little bit more, right? We're gonna head down the ice.
Yeah.
All right, here's the day shanty, people. And Nick is right, we're getting a slight breeze.
Yep.
He's gonna anchor the corners. Did you see that, people?
Dude, I used to do this by hand. What a dumb
So
thing.
he's got an implement on his hand drill.
Low and slow.
You could probably get away with just 3 corners, couldn't you? Or just the 2?
I was gonna say just the two.
Yeah, I think the wind's just coming from there.
Just the wind side.
How you doing, family? We've been fishing now for half hour, 45 minutes.
Yep. Not a thing.
There's nothing pinging. I just got in the water, is doing some other maintenance tasks. But I'll give you a quick view of the place. It's about 1:30. We're pulling out of the tent. We're wrapping it up. All right, tent's packed. It's got a couple ancillary items put in. We're gonna hump it back to camp, grab saw, and go get some firewood for tonight. It's like half?
Half and half.
What do you want to do with it? I don't know.
This is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like half and half. I don't know, Nick.
I don't know if it's worth.
Why don't we do one more search for another log?
Yeah. Good. That's pretty good.
Good work, soldier.
That's a good day's work right there.
It's more packed than the other one.
Defeat.
Daddy's Tucker.
Defeat.
Defeat.
Look
I
at
just
this.
killed the log, for gosh sakes.
Good thing we didn't have the camera on. We would have just had one sensor that sound the whole time.
Beep, 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 beep.
I tell
You
you
got
what.
another log in there?
Oh shoot! Yeah, it's the biggest one. Just kidding. We're done.
I already took the biggest one.
I did.
We're done. Well, once again, I carried the load.
No, dude. We can see the piles. I almost stack up next to you, and I had the hardwood.
Oh. So I was rudely disturbed by a battery fail. Boy, it's looking good right now. All right. So anyway, my bow saw is cinching. It's a, I'll just say it's probably just a crap cheap bow saw.
Yeah.
But I'd like to hear, I'll Google it up too, because I am cheap. If you've seen my videos, you know I'm cheap. I want to get just the minimum to get by and then have fun with the event. Nick's got a nice folding bow saw that's just chewing through the wood. And with the same wood, I'm cutting and it starts to curve and it cinches early as if it's
dry.
pinching.
Yeah. It's not like it's like you're saying wet wood.
It's as if it's
super
wet wood,
dry.
but this stuff is super dry. So I'm gonna wager a couple things. Nick likes the tension, difference in tension. And I think there is a difference in tension. And maybe it's as simple too as just a bad blade. And a non-sharp blade will begin to cinch because it's cutting poorly, whatever. So go ahead in the comments, tell me your thoughts, but I'll Google it up too, and we'll see if I gotta spend money on a real saw.
Oh no.
I hate that.
Let's wait till Tammy
A saw
wants.
should cut. I don't want to have to think about the saw.
When it's that old, I think it's kind of.
Isn't that all the better though? You latch on to something you found in the ditch
Yeah.
and it works like it should.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm paying a price for it. No big deal. We got a ton of wood for the night, so we'll be plenty warm. I haven't done a temperature check, but we got to be in the 32 range
Dude,
right now.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This feels really nice.
Talk to you in a bit. Master Chef Nick.
Yup.
Cheese and hamburgers.
Hamburgers.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Oh, this is all right.
Yeah, it is.
Good work with the toasting the bread.
We love toasted
I'm sure it was a
bread.
pain in the ass.
What? Put over the fire, it does its thing. That looks like the person yesterday walking back. Maybe it was just a little day trip.
Hey, you got a great snot droplet on your nose.
Yeah, you like it?
0 on that, Sophie. So, past the camera here, we're watching a lone guy trek across the lake with his little sled. Last night, I think we mentioned to you, don't know if it's the same guy, but we want to believe it is, was trekking the opposite direction, all by himself, way later than this. All right, we'll give you guys a break. We'll talk to you after supper.
I got another topic of conversation.
What were we arguing about earlier?
The one was hot dog buns.
Hot dogs to bun ratio.
Yep.
But I think we played that last night,
Yep.
didn't we?
No,
Yeah.
I got another one. When you grab a bagel out of a bag, is it cut all the way through?
They're either not cut or they're mostly cut.
Mm-hmm. Why do I have to do the work? Why go half
He picks
butt?
the dumbest of ass arguments. The bagel. Why do I have to do the work? Why do you think?
Have you ever had a hamburger bun? What's a hamburger bun? And they throw it in there.
You know, there's hamburger buns and hot dog buns that are not pre-cut.
I'm okay with saying we did not cut these.
You don't
Good
think
luck.
the bagel bag where they're not cut indicates that?
There's two types. There's cut, and then there's non-cut. When it says non-cut on there, it's your job. It's your job as a consumer to read it and be like, "All right, these are not cut." I'm expecting these not
You
to be
understand
cut.
that the cut ones are barely hanging on. Just run the knife through it.
It's like trying to grab an Egg McMuffin, trying to rip those apart. It's always uneven rip unless you cut it.
Hold it. You were talking
Yes,
bagels.
I'm doing comparisons so that you understand how big of a deal this is. This is a big deal.
No,
You're telling
it's
me
not.
a bagel. You're telling me you can't just put it in the slicer. Slicer does one move, or you have two, little bit
Well,
like
the
that.
reason they don't go all the way through is so they don't get all jumbled up in the bag.
Hamburger buns. Do you have
They don't
issues with
package-
hamburger buns?
They don't, the hamburger bun mates back to itself pretty nicely. The bagel's a totally different texture, density, and
Your argument is bad.
morphology.
I'm telling you.
The
this
bagel
needs to
can
be
break loose
corrected.
way easier than the hamburger bun.
No.
And they're packaged differently.
Does
Plus,
it
the
need-
hamburger
does it
bun,
need to be?
if you noticed, the buns are connected bun to bun oftentimes.
Yes.
So you do a little peel,
Yes.
even though they're cut through the middle.
Not
You
all
don't
of
got
them.
that on bagels.
Not all of them.
Well, I don't know about not all
And
of them.
again,
I
and
haven't
again,
bought every
Egg
hamburger bun.
McMuffin or the muffin.
See, you're going back to muffins again. You
Yeah,
started with
we
bagels.
can compare all of these because we can make this a better system. What do they have? What is it? The Thomas
I like
brand?
I like
they
the English
all are
muffin
in the
that's cut.
Yes. But they're in a little cardboard thing because that muffin style would not do well in a hamburger pack where they're able to move around in plastic, right? So what they do is they put them single file and double stack them. with a little bit of cardboard to hold them in place, I think that we should all go to that for bagels.
I'm perfectly happy
Nope.
with the bagels sitting on top of each other in the sleeve.
Yeah, and then you have to cut it yourself.
Well,
Nah.
the pre-cut ones are the same way.
Cut? No. Nope. This is
Some people like to cut it themselves because they're not satisfied with the way the manufacturer cuts it. Sometimes you have
you're telling me
asymmetric.
You're
Your bottom half is like a 1/4 inch, and your top half is 3/4 inch.
big
So
whoop.
people are like, "No, I'll cut my own darn
I've
bagel."
seen other people cut bagels. It's not pretty.
Oh, what does that mean?
Dude, trying to grab a knife and watch someone cut a bagel?
There's a way to
No.
cut it, like a human being, and cut it perfectly. Plus, there's very inexpensive bagel cutters. You ever seen those things with the V knife and
Oh,
the
and then
sleeve?
you can just kind of go.
No, you just shove it straight down.
That I've never seen.
So the tip of the V
Mhm.
pierces, and then because it's slanted, it
Yeah,
cuts all the way through. You
perfect.
don't have to do a
That's
serration.
cool. Is it only for bagels? Or
It's
is
intended
it
for bagels.
Okay. No, I've never seen it. Did you have that on the kitchen?
Tammy, did we have a one of those manual bagel cutters with the V knife type thing?
Which would make sense.
You make a comment on this film, or let me know when I get home.
Man, that light is so bright. I got 6 stadium lights right now.
I don't think it's fully dry, but if I
Probably a lot better.
for me to get the fingers back in the right holes now is going to be like a Chinese frickin' puzzle.
Yeah. It's
Let me
not.
do the-
It's not gonna fit the same.
Yeah, I'm going to struggle now. I wonder, Nick, if I pulled all the fingers out like these two.
This is really fun to watch.
This is horrible.
This is really fun.
This is horrible.
This is why people subscribe to us. Is to watch the struggles.
This has got to be the thumb. All right. Thumb is in. Sheepers, creepers.
Something.
That hard plastic.
All the plastic. That makes sense.
I hope this is making good video for you.
Sophie's probably shaking her head.
God dang, I gotta. We're warm here.
It has not been bad. We've been spoiled with
I
this
smell burnt
weather.
rubber.
It's probably your boot.
Wouldn't shock me. All right, I got the thumb. What's the next
Oh
appendage?
my gosh, you're going one by one.
I might have made just a horrible error, Nicholas. You wouldn't think this would be that complicated.
%. Sophie puts one of those, like, they struggled on this for 35 minutes.
Sophie,
All right.
be gentle with us.
I got all of them right away.
What?
Dude, how was that
Did you
difficult?
pre-put your fingers in them or something?
I
you
did
think?
what I did, and it works.
That's what I. How's it feel?
Perfect. It feels like a glove I'd love to wear.
That's what I got to do. I got to put the fingers in first. There.
See? This is engineers to a T.
Fingers in first. There. There we are. I got it. Had it the whole time. I don't need Nick to tell me how to put a glove on.
Nope, you got it. I'll get
Look
them
at
next time. It works pretty good, doesn't it?
What's up?
Oh, hey, there's your other one. Tell me if it fits well.
Yeah, we didn't catch any fish.
Man,
We didn't get a bite. We didn't ping anything.
if we were doing it right, we would have to hop.
I think so.
But it takes a long time to set
It's a lot of
everything
work
up.
to hop, and
Yeah.
it's not trivial, the snow that you're trudging through. You're not on bare ice
Yeah.
out there where you can skate across the lake and pick a new spot.
Yeah. I know. The luxuries of
Yeah.
warmer temperatures.
We are obviously in the tent. Nick's got the fire going, and she warm, people.
Holy.
It's the warmest I've felt it yet.
Yeah, it's warm. I have everything down, so it's starting to simmer, but
Okay. So anyway, dialing in basically to say goodnight. We may watch the end of a movie that we had started last night. Look at the battery on that one. That one's already low.
Yeah.
Fast. But yeah, not much more to add here. This is the last night. We'll see you in the morning, but we're going to break down camp, make some coffee, make something to eat. Nothing too elaborate in the morning. Take our time. And then we're going to hump these sleds back to the landing. All right. Good night, one and all. Morning, people. Looks like I'm going to lose this battery pretty soon, too. It's about 7:20. We're going to slowly start getting ready. See you in a bit. And my coffee mug is frozen. All right, there's two ways to handle that. Way number one. And way number two. So I sealed my coffee maker, just screwed it back together, and it was frozen. But I ran a lighter around the seam and she slid right open. All right. Come on now. Come on, baby.
My gosh. Gentle. Gentle.
Yeah, little bits at a time, dude.
I didn't think that would take that much. go jump this back here.
So people, this whole circle here is where we had the tent. And look where the heat of the stove melted right down to the ground. And then you got about 3-4 inches surrounding that. That's pretty good. Holy jeepers. We're off the ice. We're back at the car. Doing a little prep for stocking up. We'll give you an end of trip review here, but same as going out, I worked it. Worked it coming back. Here's two fine gentlemen looking like they've done. That's the same guys.
Yeah, I know we were just saying the same thing.
If you tell me now not to include you on our video, we'll edit you out.
I don't care.
True North Losers. Look it up on YouTube. We're all packed up, Nick.
We did it.
It is Sunday, 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
23.
Sunday, February 23rd. At 10:30 in the morning. Nick estimates 45 minutes to walk out for him. Another 15 for me. I had to take frequent breaks. I got to the point where I'd make sure I count at least 70 steps before I took a rest. That's how mission oriented we were. All right, we are about a mile off the landing at Fall Lake this year. First winter camping trip. We survived. There was no big catastrophes.
We thrived. I think we did really well.
I think we survived. I'm gonna say thriving is pulling in some fish. It was a few hour attempt at one spot, but I don't know if this video will you know, shake your roots, but it's our first winter camping. We're gonna reassess now and decide how we do it different next time, but hope you enjoyed the video. So if you don't have to make a real long one with this one, there's probably a few boneheaded things that you've got on video you can
Yeah, she'll have fun.
you can put in there. All right, folks, we're your True North Losers. This is Nick. I'm Reney. We'll see you next time.
Time for McDonald's.